think that, you know, when you're brothers, there's certain things that you get sort of automatically. And I think we don't question our incentives, we don't question that we're ultimately out for the benefit of the folks around us and the folks that we work with and each other. And I think that a lot of partnerships don't have that sort of natural trust that you get from a family member.
One of the things I talk about pretty frequently when people ask me partnership questions is I tell them about this thing called the 24-hour rule that I personally have, which is anytime I think I'm ready to go all in with a partner, I literally lock him or her and I into a room for 24 hours. We have a checklist of 10 things that literally spans everything from, you know, business decisions to what happens if things don't work out to what's your religious beliefs, that across the board, just so you know the person. What is your process? I mean, I imagine you've had other partners, you mentioned a third partner earlier, that leads you to make the decision of partnership? Or what should other folks that are considering partnership be looking at in a potential partner before they make that decision official?
I think there's a lot of, I think in my way of looking at it is there's a lot of gut feeling. I think you have to operate on your gut to some extent. You have to be willing to, I think, basically be willing to enter into a partnership without an agreement, not a legal agreement. You should sign the legal agreement, but you should basically, if you're basically willing to do a deal with someone absent on a handshake, then that should sort of be the threshold, and then you sort of paper the deal, so to speak, just to actually put that paper. But you should have that level of trust, and if you don't have that level of trust, if you're questioning and you're trying to protect yourself through a legal agreement, you're probably with the wrong partner.
Yeah, I'll just add to that. I think your instincts are almost always right in business. Your first instinct, that is, that's with hiring, that's with almost any decision you make, and as a partner. You know, a lot of times I talk to entrepreneurs, we've invested in a lot of companies, and you know, they'll have sort of issues with one partner or another, and I think they're issues that they probably knew were going to happen ahead of time. When they go back and look at it and they go, yeah, I was kind of thinking about that when we started talking that this might be an issue or that might be an issue. And I think it's trust and it's trusting your instincts on these things. I think that you know, if there's a red flag in, you know, a hiring decision or in a buying decision or in a partner, then you shouldn't do it, basically, because those things get amplified. And on Heidi's point, when things go bad, those things really get amplified.